Hello all YouTubers and video watchers and anyone that happened to click upon this page. I hope you really enjoyed this video. I hope it's a blessing to you just as much as it was to me to be able to make it and to be able to give out God's Word. This isn't going to be any normal video. It's just going to be a simple video, short and to the point. I was asked I'll give you a background story real quick on why I'm doing this. I was asked by a couple of friends, I gave out the idea, and a couple of them said, sure, try, you never know. So here I am trying to see how YouTube works and trying to get this started and see how far it will go. But just to put it out there and let you know, this isn't for me. This isn't to try to see how many views I can get, see how popular I can be. It's just to spread God's Word and show that, there's still some people in the world that love to speak about the Lord and want to give out a message. And that's what I want to do here for the next couple of minutes. And I want to start it off like this. I was asked by one of my friends on Twitter, we was talking about me doing the YouTube videos, and she asked me, she said, one of her questions, and I like this question, she said, well, what if the whole world was watching? What would you say? What would you do? Honestly, that's a really tough question, but at the same time, I look to a simple answer and simple explanation of what I would do. And that would be to just tell them about God. Let them know about the Lord. I'm going to do it like this. I'm going to give you a couple of Bible verses that stick out to me and are close to me, and I'm going to just tell you why I think this would be what I would want to say to the world. Starting with Psalms chapter 23, verse 4, it says, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. I'm just going to jump to Deuteronomy chapter 31, verse 6, and it says, be strong and of good courage. Do not fear them, nor be afraid. For the Lord your God, He is the one who goes with you. He will not leave you, nor forsake you. Now, when we think about that, when we look at that, what does it truly mean? What are we truly looking at there? I want to break it down for a minute. And this is what it means to me, and what I felt the Lord said to me about it. Though we go through anything, any trial or temptation that we go through, He's always with us through it all. He'll always be there for us, and He said He'd never leave us. He's there when we are at our highest point in life, and He's there at our lowest point. It just takes the fact that we have to be the ones to look to Him, to search for Him, to seek for Him. And when we forget that, and we forget that He is with us, and we start making our own decisions, thinking we're right, sometimes He lets us go through things to see that if we would have just simply asked Him in the beginning, it would have been a whole lot easier. And that's the truth. And it would be. Not only that, I want to give you another verse real quick. Romans 3:23, and it says, for all have sinned and come short of the glory of God. What does that mean exactly? Well, that means that me and you have sinned, have lied, done something that has put sin in our heart. We can either accept that and ask the Lord for forgiveness, or we can deny that and continue upon the worldly things. Just like anything else, it sometimes takes that chance, that conviction, that power in us to make us realize, hey, look, what we have done is wrong. And what we need to do is to ask the Lord for forgiveness. Because everybody, and especially me, I'll give you an example with me. I'm the one sitting here talking about the Lord, trying to convince somebody out there that He is there for them and that, He will forgive them, yet somewhere along the line today I might have sinned and I just don't realize it. Or yesterday or the day before, I might not have said something to someone. I might not have mentioned something or told someone I was praying for them. I might have done something somewhere, or I might have done something that I know was a sin. That needs to be forgiven for too. But what I'm trying to get at is all have sinned and come short of the glory of God. We all have. Point blank. The only thing we can do about it is act upon that and ask for that forgiveness, or again deny it and do the worldly things and continue to do what we do or what we were doing. And I want to end with one more Bible verse, and in John chapter 3 verse 16, one of the most famous Bible verses of all. And it says, "For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life." What does that mean? That means that if me and you, if we believe that God gave his only Son, one and only Son, to come here to die for me and for you on a cross and suffered for me and for you, and after he died, 3 days later rose again, rose up, and is now at the right hand of the Father. If we believe that, and we accept the fact that we have sinned and that we have fallen short of the glory of God, then somewhere along the line, if we come to an altar or anywhere and we come with the conviction power of God, we will be saved. Hint how I didn't say we might, we could, but I said we would. That man beside Jesus on the cross when he was dying, when he told the other man, it was 3 of them, when he told Jesus and the 2 guys that actually did commit a crime, and when the one guy beside of him told the other guy, this man hasn't done nothing wrong. He's done nothing wrong. And he truly believed that Jesus was the Messiah. Jesus turned to him and didn't say tomorrow or an hour or later or a couple of weeks from now, but he said today, this day, you will be with me in paradise. And if we just believe in that, and we believe in him, we can and will be saved. So it comes all down to this. What would I say to the world if the world was watching? Well, world, guess what I would say? I would say this. There was a man named Jesus that died for me and died for you. And he went to a cross and suffered for us so much pain and sorrow, but it was all worth it to him for us. We just have to believe that. And after we believe that, and we ask him in our heart, well, guess what? He's there for us. Through anything we go through, he said he'd be there for us. Multiple times. Look through the Word, the Holy Word, and see where he has said it multiple times. He is always there for us. So now, since this whole message, this 9 minutes started out with a question, I'm going to ask you a question. Do you believe in him? And if you do believe in that, well, what are you doing about it? What would you do about it? How are you going to act upon that? And if you don't believe, I ask you to take that chance to think, and just remember that today can be the day of salvation. I thank you for watching this video. I thank all of those that have supported me along the way to help me out to get to this point to want to do this. God bless y'all, and I hope y'all have a wonderful evening and just take in something simple from this video. God bless y'all.